the MSRP on this this Ram 1500 truck,
Yeah,
it's $48,000. They're taking $10,000 off. It's
sure.
down to 37 something, and then
Yeah,
they're taking another $7,000. So this almost $50,000 truck. This
yeah.
dealership is cutting all the way down to $30,000, and this is a brand new truck. So
Until you try
here's
to buy it.
right, yeah. Until you try to buy it, then they're going to add a $20,000 friends and family fee on it. But I mean, here's the thing: there are deals out there to be had. Whether you'd say a $30,000 truck is a deal or not, but for them to take $20,000 off a $50,000 truck, that's a deal. And there are things out there that are moving in the car market. Sometimes you just have to ask. This was a viewer that sent this into me. That's what they're seeing in the market. It's going to be area specific, but the thing about it is you don't have to stay in your area to buy a vehicle. You can go somewhere else. If you're in California and you don't see deals that you think you should be seeing, you might have to travel a little bit, but there are prices that are coming down. They're coming down in a big way across the car market. And if you see anything like this, shoot us an email so we can show stuff like this. If you have any articles or anything that you want us to talk about, make sure you send them in an email to Ray and I, and then we'll try to cover what we can. But just to show that there are some prices that are coming down in dealerships that are being negotiable right now. And I know Car Edge, they see it all the time.
I'll provide you with proof positive that prices are coming down and profits are coming down. Public dealership groups, the big public dealership groups, report their profits. Their profits per vehicle sold keep declining. Their quarterly profits keep declining. Do you know why their quarterly profits keep declining? Because the margin between the asking price and the selling price keeps going down because the discounts keep getting bigger. That's what impacts profit. So a dealer you can walk on the lot, you can see the MSRP. He doesn't have to strike an X across that number and say, oh, by the way, take $1,500 off or $2,000 off. You might not find that out till you start to negotiate a car deal. But dealerships are making less per vehicle sold than they have been because the amount of discounts it takes to get the customer to go like this have gone up. So I know in your neighborhood, in your driveway, in Chattanooga, prices aren't coming down. In Champaign, Illinois, prices aren't coming down. They're coming down somewhere, folks, because profits are going down. So I don't care what you see advertised. If you actually go in and try and buy the damn thing, or you try and work a deal via the internet, you will see that you can get discounts. And if the dealership you're dealing with doesn't want to give you one, go find a dealership that will, because they're out there. Sorry.
So here's an interesting, I just want to piggyback on this. So here's an interesting dynamic that I'm starting to see, or interesting trend that I'm starting to see at a lot of these dealerships that I go check. Their front lines, the first line that a customer sees when they walk out of their building, I'm not seeing new cars anymore. I'm seeing a massive row of used vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, when I would go to these same dealerships, you would see used cars stuff in the corner. You would see them on an auxiliary lot. But now what's popping up on these auxiliary lots are Ram 1500s. And then at this Jeep Dodge Ram dealership that I go to all the time, their first two rows of what a customer is going to get smacked with in their face as soon as they walk out of that building or park and then turn around, they're all used vehicles. And my buddy who is a franchise manager at a Nissan store, his car lot looks very similar to that. And what he's told me is that what's happening with a lot of these struggling brands right now is that they're turning into, these dealerships at least, are turning into glorified used car dealers that have the ability to sell a new Nissan or have the ability to sell a new Stellantis product. And it's because they're not making any money on these new vehicles. They can make money on the back end. They can
Mhm.
make money on their dock fees, things like that. But guess what? They can make money on the back end and make money on the dock fees on the used vehicles too. But they also get to make money on the actual used vehicle because they're trading for it for nothing, or they're going to buy it at an auction for a wholesale price, and then they can mark it up. So they would much rather, these franchises right now, sell their used stock than they would the new stock. Now they still have to get them off their floor plans in a timely manner, but they make way more money off their used vehicles right now than they do on their new.
Let me help you with this. If you're a new car franchise dealer, just by the sign out front, they know you sell. If you're a Ford dealer, they know you sell new Fords. Okay. What people driving by don't know is what that 2021 Mustang might be worth, or what that Explorer, that used Explorer. So you always, the vehicles that are facing the road that people are driving past every day, if you're running a new car dealership, those should be pre-owned cars, because people don't know what pre-owned cars you have, but they do know that you're a new car dealer. So of course they know you have new cars. You don't have to put that inventory on the front line. It's the inventory that they don't suspect that you have, which is every one of your used cars. Those are the things that go on the front line. If you'd like to merchandise them and be able to sell them, I mean, if you're a Nissan dealer and you have, I don't know, some type of specialized, like a Corvette that you've traded or something, well, shouldn't that be on the front line so anybody driving by would go, oh my God, they have a Corvette there. They don't normally sell Corvettes. Maybe I could get it for less there because they don't normally sell Corvettes. I mean, that's the type of thing that would cause somebody to stop and come into the dealership. But if you had a Nissan Frontier or a Pathfinder in the front row, they already know you got those. They're not pulling over for that.
And here's something that we're seeing more and more and more of too in this market, especially from those brands that are struggling the most. Ken's saying that he had 2 dealers call him today because they know that he's in the car market. I can tell you what, in the last 2 years or so, 2.5 years, dealers didn't really have to call you back, and if they did, it's because they've got new inventory coming in. But that one that you were questioning about a few days ago that you were looking at, were able to sell it by the time that they were able to make their calls again. So I'm seeing a lot from my comments, from emails I'm getting, that they're getting bombarded with calls and emails from these dealerships. I can tell you that my wife and I, probably 6-7 months ago, maybe, we bought a brand new van at a Honda store. But before that, we went to a Toyota store to try to look for a Toyota Sienna. And that salesperson has called me probably 5 or 6 times in the last probably 2 or 3 months. And salespeople are having to do this more often now because the sales have been harder to get. And I'm almost wondering, if you think about turnover, I wonder if there was a lot of these salespeople that were made in the last 2 or 3 years and had an easy job. And now with the struggle that's going on in the car market and them actually having to do some work and come talk to some people out in the lot, if there's going to be a higher rate of turnover now than there had been over the last couple of years.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. It's, you if you don't have to use your skills, you lose those skills. And for quite some time, salespeople just had to say, "Hey, well, if you don't want it, the next guy does." Well, now there is no next guy, which is why 2 dealerships are competing to get this same customer to come in and buy a car. You have to revert back to the skills you learned to develop your craft, to figure out how to move people along the path to get them to buy a car. It's a lot different than when you could just say, well, either you buy it or the next guy does, because now they know there's no next guy. So salespeople, I'm sure many salespeople needed to be retrained, because most of them, I shouldn't say most, a lot of them are lazy by nature, okay? Because a lot of them will just sit at the dealership waiting for somebody to come in the front door, as opposed to doing any work on their own, trying to find people to bring into the front door. So they went from they're lazy to suddenly whoever comes in will pay whatever we're asking for it, to, oh, now we have to, I can't be quite that lazy anymore. I actually have to work at this. I don't want to do that. Maybe I can get a job at Best Buy. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more turnover going on these days than there had been.
All right, so all of you watching here, I know most of you are not subscribed, so I need you to hit that subscribe button. Whatever we need to do to get you to hit that subscribe button, Ray will do it. So just hit it for us and let us know what he needs to do down in the comments to get you to subscribe. All right, how do I ensure that I don't pay for nitrogen? So, Ray, somebody comes, you're giving them advice to go into a dealership and they don't want to pay for the add. Let's just book them all together, all the add-ons. What should they do if they don't want to pay for any of these add-ons when they go into the dealership?
You say, I'm not paying for any of that stuff. That's all, and they're going to say, but it's on the car. Okay, well, if push comes to shove, if you can show me how much the new car department paid for that stuff, I'll pay you that, but I'm not paying you retail. And so perhaps you might end up agreeing to pay the cost of the stuff as opposed to the retail amount that they're asking. But when I ran new car dealerships, and if I installed something on a car, body side moldings, pinstripe, whatever it was, that was my choice to add it. And if the customer absolutely refused it, I wanted to still sell the car, I had to eat it. It's just that simple, and so it becomes, am I gonna let the $49 that the service department charged me to install the nitrogen keep me from selling a car? And the answer should be no, I'm not. The customer didn't ask for it. I asked to have it done. I'll just make $49 less on this car deal than I would have liked. That's all. So you politely say, I'm not paying for that stuff. And you're not really going to let the cost of that stuff stand between you and delivering a car today, Mr. Sales Manager, are you? And if you are, do you want me to have that conversation with the dealer principal? Because he'll be wondering why you kicked me out as a customer where I could be worth ultimately hundreds of thousands of dollars to the dealership between the people I could refer, the service work that I need to get done, and the future cars that I may buy.
All right, let's shift gears real quick. I got a question that I can answer. Brandon, are you having trouble buying cars right now? I can tell you right now at this time of year, this is the most cars that I've ever had any year that I've been in business. And it's been very interesting because, we have this big shortage of trade-ins coming in from these new car dealers. But what we're seeing happen is that, okay, there are fewer dealers to show up. Prices have dropped quite a bit. So we have fewer cars total at these auctions, but the available cars that I'm able to buy has greatly increased because the prices on the wholesale level of my stuff has dropped so significantly. I did a video earlier today showing some of the cars that I bought and some of what I paid for them, and cars that we weren't even looking at 6 months to 12 months ago because we knew that they would go for higher than what we could buy them for to be able to sell. They are now at a point where I can sell them to my customer retail for cheaper than they were wholesale 12 months ago.
Wow.
And this has opened the door. There was a 2011 Honda Odyssey I showed earlier today, and we're going to be able to sell it for $3,500. 12 months ago, that same car was $4,000 wholesale.
Wow.
So this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about where, there might be fewer cars in the system for us to actually buy. But the amount of cars that we are able to buy has greatly opened up because the prices have come down so much. So it's been a great thing for us. It seems as if it could be on the buying and the selling side for us. The worse the car market gets for dealers, the better it actually gets for our business. because that means prices come down. And that means I can sell my consumer a cheaper car, which means we can do more volume because the cheaper we are, the more cars we sell. So we're actually we've done really well. We've got like 130 or 140 cars right now, and my
Wow.
goal was to have 150 by the end of February. We're going to smash that, and we're not selling a lot of cars right now. There's not a lot of people spending money because they all spent it on Christmas and the holiday season. But we're going to be able to load up, and we're going to smash it for tax time, just because we're able to go in there and buy whatever we want to buy.
Wow. Very cool.
How many It's Over titles are you going to make? And the answer is it's always, Brian, at least one more. That's always the answer.
We promise not again until, well, next time.
I want to pull up something real quick that you would probably find very funny, Ray. Let's see if I can get it to where.
You know what I found funny? I saw a comment the other day in our channel where the guy said, "You have to stop asking me to subscribe. If you ask me to subscribe one more time, I'm going to unsubscribe." And
you guys never asked to subscribe.
And your response to him was, "Hey, would you consider subscribing?"
Oh yeah, no, and on our channel. I thought you were talking about your in Car Sense. I mean, in Car Edge. Yeah.
I'm talking about you and our channel. This is the one we're working on today.
Yeah, I can tell you, if you put a smart ass comment somewhere, you're gonna. For me and Ray, man, we don't care. There's no shareholders in this. We're not trying to protect the main channel or anything here. So you're going to get exactly what we're thinking in the comments. So go ahead and put them down there. We enjoy it. This is what I want to show you. So okay, it's done. It's over. It's done. It's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. It's over. It's done. It's done. No sell. We went through a good little phase here where not it's over, done, done,
collapse,
screwed, it's done, it's over. Here we go. Just want to show you guys that because guess what? All those videos, 200,000, 400,000, 400,000, 300,000, 250, and we keep using it and it keeps working. So if you stop clicking on it, I'll stop doing it. There you go.
Oh, you're funny. We're just giving people what it is that they want, and they want.
I'm serving my audience. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
My audience wants it to be over, so I'm gonna start it and finish it every time. I guess it's over every time.
Well, today, as I said on the Car Edge live show today, it really is over. That's right. 2024 is over today. Now, it'll start again tomorrow, but right now it's over, baby. 2024 is over.
All right, that's good. Well, are you ready to kick this dead horse?
Well, it depends which dead horse we're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. that horse with the Stellantis name? Sure, yeah. Let's kick that son of a gun down the road.
I saw. Wait, hold on. Let me pull the comment up. I saw in the comments. Oh, where is it? Oh, this is good for TV. Here we go. Yep. We have a new customer here. We have a new viewer. They said, should we take shots every time we say Stellantis? No, you're going to be wasted by like 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
So let's if we're sipping beer, we can take a sip of beer, and we'll still get you there by the end of this video. I promise.
Yes.
But here's the thing: we're tired of talking about Stellantis. We are, but every week they do something stupid. They do something that is at the top of the headlines for every publication out there that covers the car market. And what I like to say is, okay, this horse was dead about 12 months ago, but Stellantis and their former CEO walks by it every 2 days or so and just kicks it. So Every time they kick it, we got to talk about it.
It's unfortunate that they spend so much time in the news. We could utilize my thoughts of the name of the company that I refuse to say any longer, and everybody will know who it is. But it appears that on Sunday December 1st that and this is the
hold
funny
on. We're getting into it. I got to intro it.
okay, intro
Yeah,
it.
my fault.
I'm sorry.
I know you just want to go, and that's what I need you to do.
Yeah.
But okay, let's go this way. All right. Well, I have had my fill of Stellantis for today. What about you?
I've had my fill of Stellantis for a lifetime. So, which doesn't mean that we won't talk about it again next week.
I mean, they're gonna come by and they're gonna put a shoe in that horse again.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Anyway, you want to change your battery? We're about halfway through.
Yes, I'll do that.
All right, everybody, take a water break. I need one. I'm still sick. I say water, but I'm gonna drink Coke here. But yeah, let's make sure we don't get a crotch shot. Let's see, go that way. All right. I can probably answer a question or two. Let's see here. Oh yeah, people, don't send us money. We appreciate it, but keep your money, especially if you don't. This is the worst offense right here. Especially if you don't even have a question that you need answered. I will say the reason why I leave this on here, if there's someone out there that absolutely needs a question answered, and they want me and Ray to answer it for them, send us like 99 cents, whatever the cheapest amount, $1, whatever it is, send us that and we'll get to your question. But outside of that, please don't send us any money, and definitely not just for a sticker with no question associated. I appreciate it. Just stop doing it. No, Ray's already back. That was the fastest. I think I even said that last week too. That's the fastest.
Do you want me to take longer to change the battery? I'll start charging.
No. That's perfect. I always assume you're going to be going for like 10 minutes. Let's see here.
Oh, do you want me to take a 10-minute break? You've had enough of me already?
No. I couldn't handle it. My voice is not going to be able to handle me talking by myself for another 30, 45 minutes. All right.
You sound much better.
Oh, thank you. All right, let's see what we're going to get to next. I think this Nissan news. Let's see. Nissan has profit star reviews, retailers for patience and understand. Okay, there we go. All right. I hope please be safe. Please be safe tonight. Drink responsibly. Don't drive. Please don't drive.
There is no excuse in today's world to drink and drive. Absolutely none. Okay. And I don't care if you've had one drink or 10 drinks or more. Don't drink and drive. There is no good reason to do that, to jeopardize yourself or someone else. Just no good reason.
And I can tell you from personal experience, you are always more drunk than you think you are. I can promise you that.
Yes.
All right, everybody have a safe end of your holidays, and join us again next week at 1:30 Tuesday.
I'll be here.
I'll be here. All right, Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Ray, thank you very much, buddy.
Thank you, Brandon. Have a great couple days off.
All right, appreciate it, buddy.
If you liked what you saw today, do us a favor right here at Car Sense. Like and subscribe. We're new. We're growing. You can't do without us.